Igbo leaders under the Igbo National Movement (INM) yesterday called on President Muhammadu Buhari to order military out of the 5 states of the Southeast region. The INM made this call in their statements to newsmen in Owerri and signed by the President Anthony Olisa Okolo, alongside other leaders Barrister Eze Eluchie, Chief Ben Okoro, Chief Peter Agbakalu, Nze Ugo Akpe Onwuka, and Onyemuche Mbachu regarding the number of military men in the name of insecurity. Their reason for calling for the withdrawal of the military was that they were worried of a blanket shoot-aside order has been given by Nigeria's police chief to policemen on a special operation in the Southeast region, accompanied by statements and directives which have already been put into effect, with the deployment of hundreds upon hundreds of soldiers and security personnel accompanied with requisite military hardware. For this, among others, the Igbo group insisted that President Muhammadu Buhari-led federal government to, as a matter of extreme urgency, embark on express efforts to demilitarize Allah, Igbo, and the Southeast and de-escalate the state of insecurity by ordering an immediate withdrawal of the military from the streets of Southeast cities and communities in Allah, Igbo. The five Southeast state governments of Abia, Anambra, Ebonyi, Enugu, and the Imo states should, as a matter of urgency, codify and operationalize the indigenous security outfit which they had all committed to for the region. Ebubeagu said Ebubeagu security outfit should, as soon as possible, in collaboration with indigenous establishments such as the town unions, step in to restore a bottom-up approach to security in the region. That the 5 state governments in the region, firstly at the local government levels, then at the states, and finally at the regional level, organize multi-sectoral, non-partisan, all stakeholders dialogue process summit on security. Solutions proffered at this dialogue process summit should be implemented as soon as possible. That Ndigbo as a people do not engage in foul, incendiary, and uncouth language to achieve our aims or to assert our guaranteed freedoms. Therefore, they advise that the groups and their leadership who does such do not represent the views of all Igbos and should not be used by the federal government to characterize the disposition of the entire southeastern geopolitical zone towards the rest of the country, as Ndigbo are firmly committed to non-violent and constitutional means for advancing a demand for a fair, just, and equitable country, the Igbo leaders said. They want to use Ebubeagu. That is a mistake you made from the beginning. Why you were not on the neck of the governors. The governors played to the gallery. They were going back and forth. We don't even know the reason why they didn't do that. But all of a sudden, when water don't pass Gary, that was when they knew that they were to form Ebubeagu. How many 2 years down the line, they were going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And, you know, even all these security outfits by the regions, it's as a result of how the federal government has failed, because the security, both police and what have you, the army, they are under the president because they have failed in the first place. Because if the federal government had nipped all these things in the bud by making sure that those who were committing atrocities, and they were looking the other side, and these people are the Fulani men, and that was why the whole thing escalated to what it is now, because it is not even referendum or the agitation that caused this whole problem. It is not. The problem that we are facing now, it is not. But because of this, because are you going to tell us that it's as a result of people who are seeking for self-determination in Benue State, it's as a result of what it's causing? Or there's anybody in Benue State that is using some kind of language? Because at the end of the day, they are referring to Nnamdi Kanu. So what happened in all those states, even in the north, that we see know that a lot of problems when it comes to terrorism, banditry, ISWAP, all of them, they are from that area. So who is seeking for agitation? Is anybody seeking for agitation? Is anybody talking what they're not supposed to say? Because now they will tell you, oh, it is Nnamdi that is causing the problem. Oh. Then the real problem, the real terrorism, the real insecurity that we have in this country is coming from that angle. Is it Nnamdi Kanu? Is it because of what Nnamdi Kanu is saying? That was what led to that. Because when we see the right thing, we are supposed to talk about, we won't say it. We'll be looking for who to blame. All of them, they have their blame in all of these things. But the person that reacts last, that is the person that are going to put all the blames up. But when the problem will start from the beginning, nobody's going to say anything. So you guys, you have your own problem, because you ought to have make sure that the people, the governors, are done the right thing. So because it's started at late hour, water don't pass Gary, just like I said, they started trying to put this thing in order, try to put a Ebubagu, which they never prepared for. So what are we talking about? And those who have their plans, they have their agenda, they use the opportunity to come into your region, because you refuse to stand, you refuse to speak. When there's injustice, you want people to behave well. When there's a unfairness, you want people to reason well. It does not work like that. We had the interview the president granted. You could see that, that is not, it is not the word of a serious person, because he does not even know what is happening. He does not even feel what the people are feeling. He doesn't. Somebody that dwells in a nepotism, unfairness is the order of the day. He does not care. He does not care. Somebody who is tribalistic, and you want to listen to such person. Somebody who feels that I'm the one in charge, I can do whatever I like to you, and you cannot do anything. That is not a president. Lie. Someone who does not listen to anybody, who does not even have the sympathy of the people at heart. So what are we talking about? Somebody saying, ask Kanu to stop supplying arms to the Biafra terrorist face. Adamu is your real name. Northerners, have you idiots finished with Boko Haram in your place? You don't know them. That is it. Go now and drive them out. Okay. I don't know why these people continue to be foolish people. Innocent youth that our future is like you were sleeping when Ujuku started and how it ended. Someone say, come and force them out of that place now. Okay. You will be dealt with. 70 people killed in Zamfara, but the Northerners are not. They are not. I'm sure it's a scandal that is that brought all the guns in this old world to the north. I'm sure they will tell you that Kano is not the Shekau. Kano is not the ISWAP. You know that they don't even talk about ISWAP now. The government does not talk about ISWAP. And if you see that, there is a kind of a quietness. That is what I'm thinking. I might be wrong, but to me, that's what I'm feeling. There's a kind of quietness in that area. And now the focus is on this thing. They know what they are doing. You want injustice to continue so that Nnamdi Kanu will not stop what he's talking about. And that is their pain. That this guy is exposing. He has the guts, the audacity to be exposing all their plans, all their agendas to the world. So guys, let's hear your opinion on this.